What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Joe here. End of the year, coming up on our own year-end list. But before we get into those, we're going to take a look at some other publications, and then we're going to rank them tier list style. All right, I'm going to head over to Album of the Year, where they have all of the many publications compiled, and we're going to hit some of the big ones. Not going to hit them all.
We're gonna judge the judgers, rank
All
the
right.
rankers.
Billboard.
It's not looking good.
I listened to this Layla record. I actually did kind of liked it.
Okay, fair enough.
She's someone's daughter. I forget whose. Common's daughter or something like that.
Jelly Roll and Glorilla. That's a bad sign. Seen a lot of album ratings like in sub eight.
Shakira's my nemesis. Remy Wolf's good.
Maybe it's a good choice.
I like the Fontaines. I like Last Dinner Party. St. Vincent, that's too high, I think.
Justice, interesting. Dua Lipa, come on. Zach Bryan. No. Twister's the album. Get out of here. No, Shabuzi. With Billboard, there's no like actual consideration of like how good an album is. It's like, did this album do well? Okay, it's on here. Post Malone, sure. Ooh, Gracie Abrams is terrible. I think we all hate her.
Clara's good.
That was good.
Wouldn't not near top 15, but it's pretty good.
Casey,
She's
disappointing.
fine. There's your boy.
They got McGee. That's interesting. Taylor Swift, boo. Ariana. Okay, it's gonna be the usual Brat number one, of course.
Yeah. You can get very, very predictable. All the big pop heavyweights at the top.
Yeah. Too
Uh,
much just like obvious, not that good, but sold a lot of albums kind of pick. So album of the year goes, they're probably gonna be the worst list of the year. D probably. I don't know if we'll get an F. I think D.
D. Yeah, that feels D. Business Insider. What do they know?
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's check out Consequence of Sound. Another top 50. We've got Kim Deal.
Man, I'm kind of surprised Masha Mashana made any list because I'm pretty sure all of these lists were made before that album came out.
They got their advanced copies.
Yeah, perhaps. They're spreading it out a little bit. They got Invincible Shield on there.
Wishy is nice. I like that one. Billie Eilish a little lower than number 4. Probably closer to where it belongs here.
Okay, Opeth and Vince Staples. So, yeah, rap and metal coexisting in one place and pop.
Good
A lot of people
Mike.
like that Liquid Mike. There's Magdalena Bay, the RYM darling. More RYM darlings and Night Palace and Diamond Jubilee.
I'll take Diamond Jubilee at 50 or at 25 though. I expect most publications are going to have it top 5.
Yeah.
Remy Wolf. English.
Cure, Chat Pile. MJ Lenderman, I'm sure will be on almost every list. I just
Fire.
I've not seen them mentioned anywhere else. Smile, of course. Kendrick, of course. Blood Incantation, of course. I'm not getting the Casey Musgrave love. I don't know what people are
It
thinking.
was fine. I think
Jack
probably
White, Beyonce. The Johnny Blue Skies, that could have been on my biggest disappointment album.
it would have been on my biggest disappointment album if it came out right after Meta Modern Sounds, but I've kind of been over Sturgill for a while.
There's Waxahachie, Fontaines. I'm not a big Fontaines DC guy, and this new album did nothing to change that. Brat number one, of course.
Yeah. It's better. It's definitely way better than the Billboard one. Um,
Yeah, I feel like that's probably like the top 10 though kind of lost it a little bit. So I'm probably gonna guess what are our tiers? S, A, B, C, D,
yeah.
F?
Hmm.
Probably a B.
Yeah, that's where I am. It's a B.
Yeah, B-ish.
Mojo?
Yeah, mode is a good one.
75 here from Mojo. Yeah.
Going outside the box.
Field Music, Pump Poco, Tinder Sticks.
Not not loving these picks so far, and actually most of them I haven't heard, so
Heard I've heard maybe half of these so far, but we're not even into the top 50 yet, so it's not an even playing field.
I feel like 51 to 75 is where you put all the albums where you want to impress other people. Be like, oh, I listen to this and this and this. And then you get serious.
E Scratch Perry. Well, they're not doing great getting serious. Nicola, that was okay. It's too high though, probably. I didn't like the Jesus and Mary chain that much. I thought the last one was better. Last dinner party. Black Crows, I thought kind of stunk.
I thought it was okay. Kiwanuka, Marlin, Howard. These are all very predictable choices. Adrienne Lenker, Jessica Brand,
Sniffers.
Cure, Waxahachie. A lot of jazz on this list. Haven't seen any metal yet. Oh, really? Richard Thompson, that's nice to see.
Yeah, this Mercury Rev record was rough.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was like the worst thing they've ever heard.
People giving it love just because it's Mercury Rev. Madhu Mokhtar. Caprice.
Gilmore, that's pretty high for David Gilmore album.
Couple senior
And a Paul
couple
Weller.
senior circuits in a row.
Yeah,
I had an English teacher. Wasn't real into the John Grant either.
yeah, these aren't. Oh, Lemon Twigs top 10, that's nice.
Surprising.
Contains, Kim Deal.
This record was okay.
A lot of albums I just kind of skipped because I just wasn't feeling them. Nick
Yeah.
Cave.
That's probably a C for me. That's kind of right in between the first two we looked at.
Yeah, no Brat. I can't take a list with no Brat. I don't think there's like maybe two records on my top 25 in that whole list.
Let's see what's up with New Yorker.
It's one of those arty ones. That's gonna be tough. What are
Only
they
giving
talking?
us a top 20, so Father John Misty. Jake Jake Xerxes Fussell.
Interesting mix of albums.
That's an EP. It's,
Oh, McGee, number two. You got MK and then MJ. Wow.
yeah, it's weird.
Pretty weird. I don't hate
I don't
it.
hate it. I don't love it.
It's kind of interesting.
It's probably a C for me again.
Yeah, I'd go see. That seems like they're just like covering their bases. Like one for everybody there.
Let's hit up NME here. Top 50. First appearance of Biba Doobie.
Doobie. I thought that album was pretty good. Better than her last for sure.
I don't think we've seen any of these four records yet. I
These
like
the British man, they're on a whole different wavelength.
I like this Wonder Horse record.
I don't remember if I listened to it or not. Tyler Creator.
Great impersonator. Controversial.
I think they gave it 5 out of 5, 5 stars. Anything else? Pretty standard. They love post-punk there across the pond.
They sure do. Amyl and Sniffers.
Mm, another Clyro. Another McGee making a lot of, right behind MJ Lenderman again. The
Yep.
rival.
There's your Cindy Lee at 11. Cure, Magbay.
Mm. A lot of Fontaine's Brat. Like that one too seems to be popping up all over the place.
Yeah. That's another C for me, I think.
Yeah, it's
Not
fine.
so
It has a
far.
bunch of mine.
What was the
I'm
second one we did? Which one did I give the B to? Consequence of Sound.
yeah.
Paste.
Ooh, top
Paste
five.
is usually the one that is the closest to my taste. So we'll see how they did this year. It's 100 though. Chelsea Wolfe, Dochi. Did you see the Dochi performance on Colbert?
No.
It was pretty sick, I gotta say.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doechii?
Uh, I thought that Haley Hendricks was kind of disappointing.
I didn't listen to that one. I got the Parannoul on here, so they're tapped into the RYM universe, I think. And with the top 100, you can basically just put everything. Like there's no reason to leave anything out. Just get a couple from every single genre. I think Billie Eilish has made every list so far, right?
Most of them, yeah. She might not have been on the first one. I forget.
I just
Beyonce.
assume that her and Beyonce, that might be the lowest placement for Beyonce yet.
Interesting.
Maybe
I can't say I've ever seen that cover before.
I recommended it. I played a song for it in the Discord.
Hmm.
McGee, he's on everyone. Wishy, fuck Joan.
There's Lemon, Pittsburgh in the house.
There you go. This one seems a little obscure. Like most of these I haven't listened to. Fabiana Palladino is a big one in the Discord, which you hate for no reason. Okay.
Wait,
Lemon Twigs, it's good. Magnet Bay, sure, yeah.
it's LTD. The first time we've seen that, right?
Well, snuck in somewhere else, but maybe. Kendrick, of course. Jack White, of course. Adrian, of course. Beth Gibbons, of course. Tyler, of course. Fontaines, of course.
Pretty high placement for Hooray for the Riff Raff. That's
I think
nice.
it's the first time we've seen it.
Yeah.
Cure performing well again. MJ Lenderman way up there. Brat, of course. Oh, wow. Top 5 for Fricko.
Skip Pratt, number one. This is probably my favorite so far. I wouldn't say it's an S, but I'd go A for it.
A, C. I don't find this one any better than any other ones. A little more snooty, I guess.
I don't know how much I want to give away or say, but
Well, I mean, you got Cindy Lee, Waxahachie, Jessica Pratt's fine, but like the Johnny Blue Skies, eh. Lenderman, eh.
there's some
Yeah.
stuff up high on this list that is quite high on my list as well. That's all
Well,
I'll say.
obviously. It's not bad, but I wouldn't put it above. I pretty much put it on par with all the other ones we've done so far.
Pitchfork.
This should be fun. Every single list they make, they start out with like the most outlandish, like not even like, oh, I heard this. I bet you haven't type of albums. Like every single one.
That seems
No
to
one has heard any of those albums.
that seems to be most of what Pitchfork is now. It's like,
Well, then they'll be like their top 10 will be like totally the same as everybody else. It'll be like Brad, Beyonce, Cindy Lee, just the most obvious picks. Like now we're into the point where it's like, okay, yeah. And Madhu Makdor, Cassandra Jennings, Godspeed, Vampire, Adrienne, Tyla, Clairo, Magdalena Bay, which I'm surprised at because they gave it a pretty poor review. It's like a 7.7 or something. Same with McGee. I don't think they loved that. Maybe they did. Got Ambient in the top 15. Western Zone, Blighty, Mount Erie, Waxahachie. Like, yeah, I mean that top 10 is pretty much. I guess they did have Beyonce in there 50. That's surprising. That might be the only surprising thing about that list.
it's like a C.
Yeah, another C for me too.
You're gonna get one that you actually like.
I don't think that exists.
Who's got Joe vibes?
I don't know.
Slant?
Spin, slant. We got to do Rolling Stone.
We'll check it.
We'll do it
So this
after
is
slant.
slants. So we got Brittany Howard, Sheer Mag. Haven't seen them
Your
yet.
Meg. Yeah. Gordon, Lynn, Clara, Mary. That's a good one. Big Mafia. Dua Lipa, I think. Rico. I think I just skipped too many of like the big critical favorites this year. I think it's the first time we've seen Jordy on here.
And it says only in 7 lists. That's shocking to me.
Yeah,
That
I
seems
thought
like a
that'd be
slam dunk, like everyone's top 20.
seriously. Beyonce. I think we've seen every list that has Remy Wolf in it. Empress of is not very good.
Here again, Vampire Weekend. I
Bill.
really don't get the how much love the Waxahachie and the St. Vincent are getting.
Well, Brat, number one. Adrian Lenker, number two.
Yeah, Eilish 3. There's a
Uh,
lot of records I like on here though.
hmm
And it runs pretty deep. Like I'm into those, and Remy Wolf's good. I like the Jordy Greep.
Yeah,
Give
I
it a
think
B.
that's probably a B. I'll go B for that. It's not very not very varied, but
Where's the Rolling
yeah.
Stone? Oh, there it is.
Rolling Stone's probably the only thing that's gonna have like Pearl Jam or anything sort of mainstream rock
Yeah.
other than Jack White.
All right. They got 100. So Pom Pom Squad, Cedar Kinney.
Pop Up Scott was lousy.
Grace Cummings. That's the first we've seen her.
hmm First Megan Maroney, first Ally X.
I never got to Silver Patron Saints. I need to listen to that.
We have such weird, like Camila Cabello on here. Like, come on. No one liked that album. Good Mike, Vince Staples. Like, they're the only ones that gonna have Ice Spice. Yeah, she made two lists. Sexy Red. That's the only Sexy Red that we'll see.
Maggie Rogers, Red Clay Strays.
I do appreciate Rolling Stone actually getting outside of three genres, but then they put Shabuzi on here and just ruin it.
Yeah.
Ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, I really don't understand. other approach.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix of Billboard and I don't know,
It's
all
like, are
the
you
other.
trying to be populist or not? Or like, what are you trying to do?
Yeah. First time I've seen Soccer Mommy, I think. Maybe one other. She's
Two
only on two
lists.
lists, so. Yeah, I haven't seen the Smile album on any lists yet.
I much preferred the
Wall of
second
Eyes.
one, actually. I like cutouts way more than Wall of Eyes.
There's Faye. Shakira, come on. Glorilla. Now they're getting serious. Now come out the big guns. Top 15. It's a little surprising for Rolling Stone. Future and Metro Boomin top 10. Come
That top 10 fell apart.
on.
Ugh.
I mean, actually, I don't hate it, but those are like 30 to 50 range for most of the top 10. And like I don't even think I've fallen on Beyonce. I don't think Cowboy Carter was as good as I once thought, and it's certainly not a top 10.
Yeah, that's a C, I guess.
Yeah, probably a C. They didn't have a single metal album.
Stereo Gums 50. Let's see. Hello, Cool J.
Okay,
Second grade.
take it. West Beach. Couch Slut. I haven't heard of them.
To do tonight.
Sludge metal, yeah. Drug Church, no, thank you.
They've some
All
different
right,
stuff
well,
on this one.
now comes the normal stuff. Those first 20 were just like completely out there. And now it's just the usual suspects for the most part. I think I've seen these on many, many lists. Maybe not that gouge away though.
Los Campesinos, top 10. That's shocking.
It has one of the highest Metacritic scores of the whole year too, which is odd. But that's the first time I've seen it on a list.
Yeah. I guess it's on two other ones, but it's wild.
Lists we'll never see. Magdalena, Waxahachie, Kendrick Lamar, MJ, man. Waxahachie, MJ, and Charlie just dominating these lists. They are on every top 10, basically. We should do Stephen Hyden's list. He has a good list. And maybe Vulture too. And then call it a day.
He did a top 27 for some reason.
He likes to do things different. He likes to throw in stuff like Fleetwood Mac's Mirage Tour 82.
Hmm. I didn't like the Styrofoam Liners record that much.
I've never heard of it. Okay. Throw an EP, North by Time on there. Good, good.
Oh, Callahan. Haven't seen that yet.
No. One more for Fricko. That's good. Billy Strings, Live, Rosalie, Bike, Elton
Yeah,
John.
it's okay. It's a pretty good top six. Some other good ones sprinkled in there. Yeah, I'll give it a B.
Sure. We'll give Steven a B.
Do we want to do, you said Vulture?
Vulture's usually good.
Oh,
Uh,
only 10.
10.
Not sure what that is. This is like a massive compilation. It's like
Mm.
40 tracks or something.
Well, with the top 10, you really are limited in here.
Bilal. Oof. Yeah, this is eh.
Good. That's no good. Get this out of here. We're not
D.
ranking everything. Yeah. Let me give it an F. First F.
We didn't do uncut yet, did we?
No. Gotta
80.
be, gotta be different. People just gotta be different.
Beatrice Sparks.
First time for that one. 69 for the Cure. Pretty low. Ooh, Brad at 59. It's the lowest I think I've seen it yet.
Funny Light Horseman.
I haven't seen that one, I don't think.
First Christopher Owens appearance.
Richard Thompson. We've seen Paul Weller a couple times.
Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay, all right. I like the cover of that Beak album.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Never heard of them, but I like their style.
First Phosphorescent we've seen.
This is pretty standard stuff. Now, here in the top 20, it's a Cindy Lee. There's the MJ. Smile a little higher than usual. There's the Adrian. There's the Jessica.
Off top, number 4.
Where's ooh, Wild God, number one? Wow.
I am. Who are we looking at? Uncut. I kind of like most of the list. They kind of botched it at the end here.
Let me look at my list. Let me compare.
I'd go B on that.
I guess. I could live with that. Pretty much everything that we've seen is a C for me. There's really been nothing that is even close to my list here.
I mean, I got a handful of the common ones that everyone's got pretty high on my list. So
Yeah, I mean, so do I, but there's just, I don't know, not enough representation of anything outside of like jazz and indie music. And I guess pop.
so this is the aggregate of how
Mhm.
we currently stand. We've got 18 first places for Brat, 10 second, 4 thirds,
Yeah, Brad
10 more
pretty
top
much
tens,
dominated to the point where
more than
I can't
double
really
second
remember.
place. Yeah.
Can't really remember an album just dominating like Brad has.
Cowboy Carter, kind of surprising that that's even number 2.
Hmm. I think people just put it on their list just because.
Fontaines,
That's
Cure 4,
surprising.
MJ5, Billy
Got
7.
Kendrick on there. Only one first place though for Kendrick. So pretty much everyone had Brat or Diamond Jubilee as their winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Five for Romance.
If
Wow.
there's any that have more than 5 first places, Diamond Jubilee's got 4.
Wow. That and Nick Eve all the way up there is really surprising. Yeah. I mean, that's nobody else is gonna be pulling up many. The Brat remix album has more first
3
places
first.
than 90% of these albums.
2 for Cassandra Jenkins. Oh, there's your top 50 of the year.
Interesting. I think I've heard most of those.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder. I've heard
I didn't hear the Sprints album.
8, 9. Heard 32 of the top 50.
You only heard 32? Damn, I had 47. 47.
You only haven't heard 3 of those?
Yeah. The only
Which
ones I have not heard are scroll through there. Kim Gordon, The Collective. Didn't hear that one. Did not hear In Waves by Jamie XX. And I did not hear. Oh, I didn't hear the Brat remix. Okay, 3. And then I did not hear the Sprints. So 4. Okay. 46 out of 50 I've heard. That's pretty good.
All right, we good?
Yeah, that's it. Another disappointing year for the critics. I'd probably give them a D.
All right. Well, that's what everyone else thinks. And the highest, did either of us go higher than I gave an A to something. I gave an
Yeah,
A to Paste.
I didn't go higher than a B.
No S's though.
This is none.
So you'll have to tune back in to see the S tier list from us. All right. Well, they're coming soon. Keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and check the video description for Patreon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.